Hello and welcome to the halftime hangout. Arsenal versus Leicester. I'm joined here with Marin. Give me your quick thoughts on the first half.
For the first 20 minutes or so, I think Arsenal did a great job in sharing the ball with one another, really moving it. Their off-ball movement and everything was going well, and most importantly, defending. They made it very frustrating for Leicester to really muster up any opportunities and chances. During the latter portions of the half, though, the defending started to get a little less, I won't say careless, but more lazy. They weren't willing to pressure them in our half. They're giving them more time and space than they should be having, as well as attacking. It's a typical Arsenal, and they're gonna be at the in front of the box, just passing it around. It's just a matter of when they'll penetrate and create something.
Totally agree. Defending wise, our counter-attacking defense has been terrible. As soon as all Leicester's chances have come off their counterattacks, and as soon as we lose the ball, we need to be ready to defend. And I just think the commitment to defending right now isn't up to par. Um, I think it happens a lot when Aaron Ramsey is bursting forward. He may lose the ball, or someone else may lose the ball, and he's out of position. And then, since he's our box-to-box midfielder, there's no one to cover him. It's our attacking mids. Cazorla and Ozil aren't going to drop in for him. And then Flamini's left all by himself in the midfield, leaving us very exposed. And he hasn't had a good game defense. He hasn't shown up defensively. He hasn't won many tackles. But it's pretty disappointing. Like, we got off to a great start. We were 1-0 up, and things were looking great, and then we let Leicester back into the game. Let's talk about Yaya Sanogo. I know there's been a lot of criticism for him on Twitter and such throughout the match, and I think that's been pretty undeserving, in my opinion. I know he had a terrible touch. His first touch of the match was terrible, and everyone was thinking, oh no, here we go again. But I think his hold-up play has been pretty good. He set up the goal, luckily. That was off, you could say, a mistake, but you know what? It got us the goal, and I just don't think he's been as bad as social media is portraying him to be.
Yeah, for sure. His hold up play. The only thing that he's lacking is really conviction. Something most of the time when the ball's in the air, he's trying to, whether to bring it down or to hold it or lay it off for someone. He doesn't have the conviction of what he's doing. He just literally, if it's in the air, he'll just head it down for the sake of it. Whereas he just gives it right back to Leicester City. So he just needs more conviction in his game. That's about it. And have more confidence.
I think Ozil's been very good today on that right wing. I think Cazorla's been pretty poor. Same with Ramsey's not up to par. His normal game. Couple stray touches and stray passes from Ramsey and Cazorla. But I like what I'm seeing from Ozil. I think Flamini needs to be better. And one thing I want to talk about is, I know Mikel Arteta gets a lot of stick, but we just look disjointed right now without him. And can you comment on what you think Arteta is missing from the squad and what that means to the team? Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Like Mertesacker, he might be have the vocal leadership in the back line, but Arteta is the one who orchestrates it in the final third, and in the midfield, he's the one who really organizes the midfield and really decides how the distribution of the ball is played out. He dictates the pace of the match, and with Flamini in his spy, of course, Flamini defensively is much better than Arteta, but as underrated as Flamini is going forward, he's just not up to the same standard as Arteta is.
I think we look not lost without him, but you can kind of just see his importance. You don't know what you have till it's gone, and I think that's the case with Arteta. Let's talk about Koscielny and that injury. That goal that we let him, terrible marking on his part, could be due to his injury, and if so, that's pretty poor management in my opinion. If he's hurt, he's got to come off right away. Concussions, he looked dazed out there, and that's also not only on management, that's also on Koscielny himself. If he's hurt, he needs to say, look, I can't go anymore, I don't want to risk put the team in danger. But Callum Chambers looked good coming on, eh?
Yeah, for sure. I think last time Chambers and Mertesacker played together, didn't really go too smoothly. However, today they've been not great, but they haven't been poor. They've just done their job, and To me, that's all we can be asking for at this moment. Really, it's a matter of how our attack plays out in the second half to see if we'll get the 3 points or stick with one or potentially lose all.
Um, Here's a comment saying Sanchez seems really great and seems to take initiative from the Andrew Dahl. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but I agree. Sanchez looked pretty good. He took some players on that wing, but although his partnership with Montreal hasn't going forward, it looks a little just disjointed. I think that's just might be their first time playing together on that flank. And defensively, that side's been pretty open. He's been going forward too much, and he's been caught on the counter a couple times. Hopefully, we shore that up. But I just want to see more chances going into the second half. Be better with the ball in the last third, as Moran said. Have some more conviction. Sanogo, even from the midfielders, clean up the touches, clean up the passes. Cazorla and Ramsey need to be better and create more chances and support Sanogo up top some more.
Totally agree. I think there's nothing much you can say about our performance. We just need to push forward and just really
penetrate the defense. Yeah, we just need to create chances. We need to show some more. I'm gonna go back to conviction again, more purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say that we're lacking hard out there. I think we're working pretty hard. The work rate's been pretty good. Probably need some more on defense, but other than that, it's frustrating to see us get off to a good start and give Leicester hope. And the longer it stays 1-1, the more hope Leicester will have.
For sure, especially away at Leicester's home ground. They have the 12th man, so they're going to be they'll be getting as much support and energy as they can throughout the second half.
What's your X factor going into the second half? What are you looking from a big performance from who?
Again, it has to be Yaya Sanogo. He can't. His opportunity is this match. He did well in the opening goal for Arsenal, but now it's time for him to take his chances and really show his worth.
I totally agree. Another one is Cazorla for me. Pretty poor first half, and I think he needs to create some more chances, be better on the ball. But one thing I want to say about Yaya Sanogo is he has that natural positioning a striker needs to have. He knows where to be, and that just comes naturally to some players. He's always in the right positions. Even for the first goal, he was positioned well for that through ball. Sure, he didn't have a great touch on it, but he was still there, and that's a frustrating thing about Sanogo. He puts himself in good positions to succeed, but he just doesn't quite get there. And hopefully he can be there for the second half. We'll be back with a full-time hangout at the end of the match. Thank you for all the comments. We appreciate it. And any last words, man?
No, really, I have nothing else to say. Just if we play up to the quality that we have, we should get the 3 points. That's it.
Exactly. All right. Up the Arsenal.